Good day, everyone. This is Lois with Diamonds and Things coming to you from the Northeast. Today is my bead table Tuesday. If you are into beading, I'd like you to stay with me and see what I'm going to make. I have a mess on my table, as this is like my third try because my phone, I can't keep to, my phone interrupts me. And the first take, I just was having a difficult time with something, so I had to stop and regroup. And anyway, so I'm going to try to finish this time and show you what I have in mind. This is a kit that I got from Softflexcompany. You can check them out on the web. They have a lot of, they're a beading wire company, and they have other beading things such as beads and just different sorts of things. This is called a Sandstorm Tucson Goodie bag that I bought from them. And it came with, let's start over here, came with this wonderful pendant, and it's a cabochon. It could be a cabochon too. You could bead weave around here if you wanted to, and hang it on a necklace, or just hang it like this, like I'm going to do. And it came with 3 chips, 3 crystal chips. They look like quartz probably. I was hoping there were 4 of them in there so I could put 2 on each side, but that's not the case, and that's fine. So I'll just set that one aside. Came with these faceted, beautiful beads. And it came with these pearls. As you can see, they're laid out there. So I'm going to make a necklace. Oh, one more thing, and it came with, it also came with some chips that I'm going to intersperse in there. And chips are always different shapes, and they like accent. They're used as accents, in my opinion. Let's see, and it came with 2 feather charms. And I was having a hard time with making a jump ring. I had my mandrel out, and my wire mandrel, and I was just having a hard time because I'm out of practice, I'll have to admit, with making jump rings from the mandrel. So I had started making one while I was taping, but I didn't like it, so I stopped, and that's when my phone told me that it was full. I could only put hold like 1 video on here at a time, and I had one from today's what, Tuesday. I had one from yesterday on there, and it didn't like it. So I was trying to use my mandrel, and it cut out on me, so I'm still monkeying with this. So I had gotten some, this is, I believe this is only like, I had gotten a spool of wire, is what I'm trying to say, to make my own jump ring. And it was giving me a hard time because I'm out of practice with it, but I wanted to show you that, and I was showing that, and then I was having a hard time, and I said screw it, and it kind of happened simultaneously as my phone was talking back to me. So and I'm hoping that will stay. I had cut it, this is, like I said, probably a 22 gauge wire, but as you can see, it's not totally together there, and I'm trying to monkey with it so it will meet. And so while I'm monkeying with this, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for dropping by. Did I already say if you're new, I thank you for dropping by? I don't remember because this has frustrated me, so my brain's just not working also that well along with my phone. So forgive my brain farts that I have. Then I know a lot of you don't bead, but I thought I like to do some beading once in a while. So I thought I'd do this on a video. So that will work because I had one the opposite way. I had one, a smaller one on here and there was no room for the beads to go through, the beading wire to go through. And this might be a little big, but we'll see. But it will accommodate it, so this pendant hangs like this instead of sideways, like it would have if I had done it the other way that I was going to do it, that I started doing, I should say. So this is my idea, and it's a work in progress. So I thought I'd just do a chip and a pearl like that. Although I do want something to offset the pendant and the chips in here, so they don't go totally through the jump ring there. But we'll see. So that's my plan. So I'm gonna string from the middle. Let's see how that works. And if you're not interested in this, that's fine. I just appreciate you stopping by, and we'll just see how this goes. So I'm just going to string this, and if you don't want to watch that, that's fine. Just fast forward to the end and see how it comes out. But we'll see. I don't think it's gonna lay like I want to, though. It appears not. I'll turn it around the other way. I know you can't see me. Hold on, I'll move my mat up here. I'm trying to finagle this in here like this. Chips are chips. They don't always, shoot, I wanted to put that in there. They're not symmetrical or anything. They come out the way they come out when they're cut. So that can be a problem for some people, but that's just the way. I think it adds to the uniqueness. Although I'm not too sure about this uniqueness here, because I don't really like that. That does not look good. Not how I wanted it. So I'm gonna take the chips off and just go with the pearls. Let's see. Let me move this up here so you can actually see what I'm thinking and doing. Let's see. Do I want those in there? Maybe I'll put a couple more in there. I put a chip on. How about if I put a chip on? Maybe that'll look better. We'll see. All right. So let me know what y'all think and what you're up to. You know what? Maybe, just maybe. Let's do this. I'm gonna put another one of these beads in here. I'm actually, what I did, I cut my wire. I had mentioned in the first take that a lot of people do not measure their wire. They'll string from the let me show you. This is what came in the kit also. They'll string from the spool, but I like to cut it off, and then I put some bead stoppers on the ends usually. But I cut off, like, I don't know, probably 30 inches, because you have to, if you're going to put a clasp on the end or a toggle clasp or something, you need extra. So, I don't know, I think I'll do that and put the pearls, go like that. Let's see how this looks like that. I think that'll look much better. What do you think? So let me know in the comments, you know, if you like this kit. I don't know if they're still available. And sometimes pearls are not, the holes are clogged. I think that'll look nice like that. And I will just intersperse these faceted rounds. I love faceted beads. Tell me in the comments what your bead, favorite kind of bead is that you like, and how long you've been beading. If I could find the hole in this bead, I'll be doing good. I just went to the eye doctor a couple weeks, I mean, when was it? Last week. And he actually said my eyes are still pretty good. My right eye, the vision has decreased a little bit in there, but not too bad. So I'm gonna see how this looks. I like this idea. So I told him I've been beading and diamond painting and cross stitching and, you know, things that strain your eyeballs. So come on, buddy, get on there. Hard to find the hole sometimes. All right, is this the one that was stopped up? I think so. Yes, it is. I'll set that aside. All right. So I know a lot of people like to put clasp and toggles at the back of their neck. I'm actually going to make this. Let me do this. I'm going to move all this stuff up. Set that aside. It's just easier on my neck. I've had 2 whiplashes in my life, so my neck sometimes acts up and aches and stuff like that. Excuse me. So I try to alleviate any aggravation that I can. So what is new in your life, and what kind of beading projects are you doing? Do you like bead weaving? Bead weaving takes more time and patience, although sometimes this can be, you need patience to get the bead in the hole there. It appears, huh? So do you like this? I think that's gonna look nice. I wasn't going to do that initially, but I really like it. They really matched up the shades very well, and so, a lot of times it's so hard to do that. There are so many different shades of everything. No matter what craft you're doing, sometimes it just boggles my mind. It's like you can, you know, go to match. Well, that's really go to match a blue, and it's like, no, that's not the right shade of blue, or just any. It's just crazy. So this is all I'm doing, obviously, and if you're bored with it, that's fine. Just fast forward to the end. I'm just going to keep beading here. I might put you on pause just so I can finish this. I had started talking about a toggle and a clasp. I'm actually not even going to do that. I have found with my lack of finger movement that I like to just have necklaces that go over my head. So I have this strand of fire polish that I just might, because it matches so well, that I'm probably just going to put that at the back of my neck, so I can just put it over my head. Besides that, it gets a clasp, or I mean, like a lobster clasp. I just cannot. I don't have the patience to use one of those. And a toggle, I mean, I've got tons of that stuff, but I like to just put it over my head and go. It's just so much more convenient. So, and if you have a pearl that, because these, to me, these are pearls. They look like pearls. They're very pretty pearls. Sarah did a very nice, Sarah Oler on from Softflexcompany. Went to Tucson and she picked these out, and she did a really awesome job of matching the shades here. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I was saying. Something about the clasp on the back of my neck, but anyway, I'm having a brain fart. Sorry, because I'm trying to concentrate on this. And if Patrice is watching, I hope you're doing well, Patrice. I miss you and miss Florida. I hope you're well. And anybody else who watches me that knows me, I hope everybody's well. You know, it's with everything that's going on in the world today. Of course, you know, it's funny, every generation says something like that. Oops, didn't do that one right, because I'm not paying attention here. Pearl. And so I know in the measurement of the beading wire, as you can see, this is really good beading wire. And they being Softflex, has some very good crimps. These are size 2 crimps that I will be using along with my, I have their magical crimper here, which works really well with their crimps. And you want to use at least 2 pieces of wire through the crimp to have it secure. And when I get there, hopefully, I'm sorry that this is taking so long. 16 minutes, that's all right. But their crimps are just wonderful, so won't have any problem crimping this. All right, so like I said, if you don't want to, this is all I'm doing, and I'm just jibber jabbering here. But yeah, go check out softflexcompany.com. And Kristen Fagan does videos on Mondays. Sarah does has a video on Wednesday, and there's one on Friday, and I'm sorry, I cannot even remember. It's been a long time since I've watched, but there's one on Friday also. What is her name? She does really nice work also. And I apologize that I can't remember your name. A young lady that is on Fridays. But they do videos all the time, and they have live sales. You can catch them on Facebook.com, obviously Facebook. I don't know why I said .com, but you know Facebook. Who doesn't know Facebook? There's a lot of people aren't on Facebook either. So I'm going to start on the other side here. And hopefully I'll continue the same pattern, unlike last week when I messed up my pattern, and I've yet to go back and fix that because I've been diamond painting in the meantime. But it's annoying to restring a bead, a necklace or something, but you know, I'm going to restring it because I actually have a beautiful pendant from Dakota Stones that would go very nicely with that necklace. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just continuing the pattern here, putting it pearl, the faceted round, and a chip and a faceted round and a pearl. That's what I'm doing. I just have to make sure I have the same amount on each side, and it will look halfway decent. I don't know if you wear all your jewelry, but I went out today and I even put some jewelry on. I have a necklace on that I made, and I have this bracelet that I made. And like I said, I have this one on. This is these are seed beads from Candy Cooper. This is a size 2, I believe. She's another person that I've learned from over the last 5 years. I will, excuse me, I was going to sneeze. I will do a video, I will make a video using her beads also at one point. And I plan on featuring somebody every week, somebody different every week. So you can see all the different kinds of beads that I have. So it might take a while. I know one of the people that I learned a lot from was Brittany Chavers. She has a YouTube channel called Turquoise Street. And check her out. She's unique. She loves big chunky beads, and she lives in Arizona, so she has an Arizona mindset as far as the way she beads. It's really unique. I love it. She's a wonderful designer. I mean, she comes up with so many different ways to put a necklace or anything together. It's just something else. Of course, she's been beading for like umpteen zillion years. I shouldn't say that because she's not that old. Not compared to me anyway. She's still a youngin'. But she's very unique. And actually, she's on JTV also. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I get on here and I yawn. I went to Dunkin' Donuts again. If you don't know me, I like Dunkin' Donuts. I like get a frozen drink there, frozen coffee drink. And today, the person who made my drink made it wrong. But I'm drinking it. Because I just like, I like a small frozen coffee with 1 shot of mocha. And sometimes I ask for an extra shot of coffee, but I didn't today because I got it late in the afternoon. So, and he put whipped cream on, and I never get whipped cream. Of course, they didn't ask me, and I didn't say it. Because I just assumed, and you know what they say about assuming. So he put 2 shots of mocha in there, which is not how I like it, but it's the way it goes. Let's see, I'm going to count this. Sorry, I'm off camera again. All right, this is how it looks so far. Count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need at least 3 more. Oops, no, I needed a pearl. I need a pearl next, and I'm going to actually put my bead stopper on this end here so it doesn't all come off while I'm working on the other side. All right, let's continue. You know, I really appreciate the amount of beads on these strands because, I mean, you know, especially since they're pearls. And like I said, I don't know if these are real or glass, but they have a nice, like, purplish hue on them. So, I don't know if that has any distinction between real or glass ones, but I really like them a lot. They're very pretty. All right, come on, let's get on here. I was thinking if there's beads left over, I could make a pair of earrings with these. That would look nice too. I have other pearls, but none of them match this color. And like I had mentioned before, there's so many different shades of every color. It's hard to match. So let me find a chip here. Alright, we're having a heat wave here today. It's actually 52 degrees out. And I guess for the rest of the week it's supposed to be, sorry, get on screen here. And it's supposed to be pretty warm the rest of the week. I know that the West Coast is really having a heat wave out there, at least last I looked. And then it's gonna have, then we'll have a cold snap, I'm sure. And then it will finally be spring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I've got 9 on here. Let me see where this lays on my chest here. I've got quite a bit more to go here. All right, let me finish this up. And sorry for the sniffles. I've got my fan going, and I have allergies, and it's just the way it is. All right. Oh, let me see. Put that on. So what other kind of hobbies do you do? As I mentioned, I do diamond painting. And I stopped at Michael's today. Let me know, I'm digressing here, let me know what else you like to work on, what other hobbies you have. I actually stopped at Michael's today, which I rarely do anymore because I work at Joann's part-time, and as we all know, Joann's is going by the wayside here, unfortunately. But I was up that I took some, let me back up again. At Christmas time, I bought my granddaughter some products from Bath and Body Works. You can see how often I go there. And anyway, so I bought her too much because it was pretty expensive and I didn't want to spend that much really. So I took some stuff back today. I stopped in Michael's, which I haven't been in there in a long time because since I work at Joann's, there's a good selection there. So, and their alcohol ink at Michael's was on sale, and I got like 3 bottles. 3 bottles were $5, where they're normally like $8. And come to think of it, that's even a good price, even that, because I know at Joann's they're like $12.99. Come to think of it, so that's a good savings. So I got some of that because I'm going to be making some resin crafts in the very near future. I will put them, I have an Etsy shop with some beading products on there also if you're interested. My Etsy shop is called My Retired Craft Life. I don't have a lot of products on there, but I have some if you're interested in checking that out. I have some, what do I have? I have some cover minders for diamond painting, and I have some tiara cast items because I used to have a wholesale number, and since tiara cast was sold, I've not gone back to their site. They were sold to a company in Greece, I believe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's looking pretty good there, huh? That's 13. I've got 9 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll continue on this side. So check out my Etsy shop, and see if you, I mean, like I said, it's just a small shop. I don't have a lot of stuff on there. Just have it just to make some extra, and it's not extra, additional income. I don't think anything's extra these days unless you make lots of money, and if you're making lots of money, you're not watching this, that's for sure. So all small businesses struggle, and not that I mean, if you're on Etsy, I guess you're considered a business, but I just look at it as something additional to do. I started it when I lived in South Carolina, thinking, oh yeah, it'll be a good income. And it takes, like any business, it takes a long time to develop customers and your reputation and everything. So I have Superman charms that sell pretty well, actually, and I was surprised about that. All right, I lost count. I'm just stringing this still. Sorry for being off camera. I have a habit of doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more. All right, I'm gonna end it with this, and hopefully, and I'll measure it around my neck. And like I said, I've got crimps out, and you know, it's funny. I really don't want to crimp it, but I guess obviously I'm gonna have to. Because I've got to connect the wire somehow. I really don't want to do that, but could always just actually, I could do that. I could actually put a button on the back of the neck and think about that. But that's just like a clasp. I'm having a hard time here. So maybe I'll just get a clasp and do that. But I don't know what I was thinking. Too much sugar from my drink, I think. All right, let me just recount here. I want to make sure everything's the same. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. What the heck, Lois? I don't like that. Let me see where it is. All right, let me do this again. There's 13 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Let me add just one more. And I think it'll be good. I'll put the fire polish on the end there and crimp it. And I have to get a, oops, I don't want that. Get a toggle clasp and I'll be all set. All right. Sorry, I'm not prepared for the toggle clasp, but I'll just run and get one. I won't run, I'll walk. I've got all sorts of beading materials around me. There we go. All right. Maybe I won't need the fire polish. Come on, get in there, buddy. There we go. I saw a video. I wanted to make rings. My daughter's asked for a ring, and I've made one for her, but she didn't particularly care for it. So I want to learn to make better ones. So hopefully when I have made some more of them, I'll show you that. So what do you think of that? Make sure it's even here. Make sure it's symmetrical. And a lot of people don't mind asymmetrical, but I think that looks pretty good. Hold on 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I took my necklace to the bathroom and looked in the mirror, and I actually am just going to add some more of the beads, and I found some toggles here. I'm not a gold person, but silver would not go with this. So I'm just going to, because I have a gold I move this up a little because I have a gold jump ring here, and I hope to God this holds, because I'll be devastated if it comes apart. You can actually, and I think I might do this even, you can actually put double jump rings on, and I'm going to do that after, just FYI. I'm going to find, because like I said, I think this is just a, I think this is a 22 gauge wire, and I want to find some, I've got some 18 someplace. So I might just take this off on the end when I'm done and make two 18 gauge jump rings, just so it's more secure, because this isn't real heavy, but it's heavy enough. It'll just be more secure. So I'm going to add probably, I don't know, 6 of these beads on each side, just to round this off. So let me get that off there. And let me just do that real quick, and then we'll crimp. I'll put you on pause another time. Hold on. Maybe. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm just going to take those off. I put only 4 on, and it's too long. Like I said in the beginning, I just like it as, I like my necklaces between 20 and 21, so I'm going to crimp, and I got these out because I'm not sure which toggle I want. That's pretty plain, but that's okay. I'm not sure which one goes with what here. That looks like that goes with that. That one's kind of big. So I'm gonna go with the smaller one. Put these aside here. I'm out of my way. I think those are prettier anyway, but I've got tons of them. All right, so the whole idea of crimping, where's my crimper? And my crimpers. Okay, so the first side, you don't have to be as careful with it having any gaps in it, but you always want to, when you're using wire, you don't want to keep it straight, so you just run it, as Brittany Chavers would say, loosey-goosey. So it might help if I got one of my toggles here. So you put the crimp tube, it's not a bead, put it on and run it through your toggle and bring it back through. Oh my God. Sorry, my phone's doing crazy things again. Hold on. I swear, I can't win when I tape here. All right. So I'm trying to, what I was doing when my phone told me I had a low battery. Oh my God. I do not want to buy a new phone, I'll tell you. And it was fine before I started. Anyway, I digress, sorry. So I put my crimp tube on, put it through the toggle, and I'm going back through. And this is not going to, sometimes I like to, if I can, run it back through the bead preceding the tube, just for security reasons, but as you can see, it won't go back through, which is fine. I shouldn't say for security reasons, because that's not true. That's not what it's for. It just makes it look better when you cut the crimp off. So I'm just pulling this down, and God forbid I should lose my beads. I can put the bead stopper on the other end, so when I pull it, it doesn't come off the other end. So I'm just pulling this down. You want to leave some space so the toggle has room to move. Take your magical crimpers, or regular crimpers will work also, but I just like to try to use these as, you know, I'm out of practice, so I'm just trying to be better at it. So whoops, make sure your toggle bar is out of the way. Squeeze it and do 90 degrees and just keep turning. And it's supposed to make a bead if you do it right. And obviously I'm having a hard time here. Just keep turning it. Don't squeeze real hard, just keep turning it. And that did not make a bead, but you see how there's some sharp edges, so you just go back, position it, reposition, and squeeze, and just keep turning till you get that bead-like tube made. And I'm not real good at it, but I'm getting there. When I was beading more regularly, I had gotten this down, almost down pat, so I was happy about that. But you just keep turning and it will look fine. So let me feel that. Pretty sharp. So I'm gonna go back in and go around the edges again. There you go. That's better. It's not exactly looking like too much of a bead, but it's all right. You see that? All right, so I'm just gonna cut this off. I'm gonna give it the tug test. All right, that's good. And tug on it, make sure that it's securely in there. All right, cut that off. Move your beads down to the other end. Make sure your other beads don't go flying. All right, get another crimp tube here. There are crimp beads. You still have to crimp it, but it just looks like a bead anyway. So, I haven't used them. I need to try them one of these days. So you just do the same thing. Make sure there's no gaps in your beads, in your strand. Everything is the way you want it, as this would be the time to fix it before you crimp. So like I said, I'm going to go back and get some different wire for this piece. All right, so I'm going to put that in there. Maybe. Hopefully. There we go. Like I said, my fingers don't want to work sometimes. All right, there we go. Oh, for Pete's sakes. All righty. Pull that down. And again, be sure you have enough room so it can move a little bit. You don't want it too tight. And I like to try to make the loops about the same size. I don't know why nobody sees them but me, but you know, it's aesthetically more pleasing. All right, and I mean, obviously, if you're gonna sell your stuff, then you do want it to look better. All right, so let me crimp this and move this down just a tad. Like my fingernail width in between there would be a good idea. Oops, that's too small. I don't like that. I like that better, the way I had it the first time. All right, so I'm gonna squeeze it, turn it, squeeze it, turn it, squeeze and turn. I always seem to like almost miss the end there. All right, I'll keep turning here. See if that did any good. Nope. Practice, practice, practice. When I watch Kristen do it, she just zips like right through it, but you know, she's been doing it for quite a while. All right. There's a little gap there, but that's all right. It's all right. It's at the back of my neck. Nobody's going to see it but me. And so I'm just going to cut that off. Be sure you have the right wire. You don't want to cut your necklace wire. And there we go. And I just take my thumbnail and push that down in there so it doesn't stick out. That's because it bothers me. And I'm going to monkey with this for a minute, and then I'll let you go if you're still here. And if you are, be sure you don't squish your glass bead at the end there, or whatever bead you use. I'm tugging on that, it's not going anyplace. Alright, so let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate you being here. And that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you again next Tuesday on Bead Tuesday if everything goes right. Let me just lay this out so you can see this. I love this color too. It's just really nice. Just soft color. So there you go. Let me do it like that. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for hanging in there if you stayed, and I'll see you on the next go round. Take care. Bye-bye.